Hi guys. I wanted to point something out here, which is on page 3 of this lesson, and that is some instructions that you're going to need for the whole lesson. Okay, and they're kind of presented maybe not as loudly as I would have presented them. Okay, and they're in this example. So you've got this library. They have all these books. They added some more books. They donated some books, and you're supposed to estimate how many they have now. Okay. When we estimate, we round the numbers and then we do the math. But here, this is the key part here. It can be a little tricky to know how much to round a number by. Okay. To decide, this is the really important part. Okay. We need to consider the smallest number in the situation. Okay, so for these problems, what you're going to do is round the smallest number to the highest decimal place. Okay, once you've done that, you can round other numbers to that same place value. So let's try it. Okay. Here is your first practice problem. Okay, it says an internet service provider had a total of 17,156 customers last year. They gained a net of 1,802 customers this year. They hope to reach at least 35,000 customers in 10 years. Estimate the number of customers they need to reach their goal. Okay, so their goal is going to equal the customers they have plus their new customers plus we don't know how many more. That's what we're trying to figure out. Okay. So now let's identify the smallest number, and that is right here, 1,802. If we round that to the highest decimal place, we're going to say that is about 2,000. Okay, and those were our new customers. Now let's look at our old customers. Okay, that was these guys, 17,156. If we round to the nearest thousand, the 7 is in the thousands place, so the 1 next to it says just let it be at 17,000. Okay, the goal is actually already rounded to the thousands place, so that's nice. Okay, so this actually ends up being really nice when we do this because we can just kind of eyeball this. They're all in the thousands. So here we have 19,000, plus we don't know. And so to figure out how many we need, about how many we need to reach the goal, all we have to do really is subtract 19 from 35. Okay, because they're both in the thousands. So it's really easy math there. 35 minus 19, and that'll be a really good estimate for us. Okay, so these all cancel out. All of the zeros are going to kind of, they don't exactly cancel out. I shouldn't do that, but you can disregard them in your mind and then put them on the answer. Okay, so 35 minus 19, that's going to be 16. Okay, so that's the answer there. Here's another problem where they ask you to estimate, and in this one I tried it, doing it the same way as that last one, and it didn't work out. That's what you see here. I found the smallest number, I rounded it to the highest place value, I rounded all the other values to that place value, and it did not work. So I'm going to show you what they want you to do with this one, and it's just kind of a bummer that they're doing it a different way. But I don't know what to say. Okay, so in this one, you've got some number over 50 minus 94. Let's just call that 100. It's so close. And then equals 189. Let's just call that one 200. Okay, and then we can kind of just really quickly get a quick idea of how big this is going to be. We know we're going to add 100 on both sides. Okay, so we need some number divided by 50 that equals 300, and if that number doesn't jump into your mind as 15,000, just think about you would multiply on both sides by 50, and now we should hopefully get to that number, 15,000. Okay, but unfortunately they didn't, they chose to round these all to the 100th, which is not based off of the smallest number. I don't know, but there you go. Okay, good luck guys. Let me know if you need anything.